I think you need to confront the folks telling this conspiracy theory stuff and call for it. It's just fear-mongering.
They're here to destroy you. Satan is here to destroy you because you have something that he doesn't have.
There was a time, Cal, when man was at one with the gods before the fall. Now we're at one again.
This is America, where they tell you to put in 666 so you can get a social security number.
To be sure, God is true to His word, and we are saved by grace through faith. Some of us will barely make it to heaven.
Hi, I'm Shannon Bossarelli. I'm making this video about 11 o'clock at night, so forgive me if I look a little tired because I've had a long last couple days have been really long for me. I'm making this video because I haven't made one in a while, and I've been wanting to make one for days now, but I let my tiredness get to me. Some may call it being lazy or whatnot, but my body's been killing me for the last couple of days from working and things, yada yada. These last couple of weeks, well, nothing unusual, but I've noticed an increase in a lot of demonic behavior. Not only in my life, of demonic beings and entities, whatever you want to call them, demonic forces attacking me personally, by my emotions, because I'll admit that I'm a very emotional person, and some things I could take very much to heart, even when it's not meant that way. So I tend to get angry very quickly if it's something that I find offensive, or if something's annoying me. I know we all get annoyed every day, and I know that we all get frustrated, we have problems and stuff like that. But I've actually took anger management classes in high school. That's how bad I used to be. But lately it feels like the devil's antagonizing me on purpose. So I guess you can call it backsliding a little bit in my spiritual laziness. And I was struggling for a little bit there. But I've always told myself, I repented with my heart. I repented with my spirit. I repented out of anger. I repented while I'm crying. I repented while I'm just in a whatever kind of mood. I've repented several times a day even, because the last thing I want to do is fall off with Jesus Christ completely. And lately, while my husband has been street preaching, I've noticed so many people just shun him away and speak unnecessarily ugly words, to say the least, when there's no reason for it. It's the simplest thing as to take a minute, 1 second even, to listen to someone who's actually trying to speak the truth, who's actually trying to give you inspiration for something better in your life that you can ever imagine. What's the harm in that? I always say, what's the harm in something free? If the word of Jesus Christ is free, and Jesus Christ in itself is free for everybody, and He loves everybody, then why not take advantage of that and come to Him and save your souls, save your spirit, save your life, everything about you? What's the harm in just... My mind cannot fathom the idea of totally rejecting Jesus Christ, totally just like, I don't want to hear this, because he's been told, shut up and go away and pack up your stuff and leave. In meaner ways, I'm paraphrasing in a polite way, but what's the point of saying something so cruel to someone you don't know who's trying to help you save your soul out of his time, when he could be doing anything else, when I could do anything else, when anybody who's preaching to you, anybody who's telling you the gospel, anybody who's trying to help you, give you advice or whatnot, why can't you just take that little bit of time just to open your ears and listen? Sit down and relax for 1 second and just listen. You listen to things all the time, whether it's music, media, politics, this and that. Vote for me, and then why can't you listen to somebody who's speaking the word, who's speaking truth to you? You want to know why? It's because subconsciously, your subconsciousness knows that what we speak is the truth, and it's being convicted. Every single time you hear something that's the truth and it makes you mad, there's something in you that's convicting you, that is trying to shake your world that you think is so perfect. Because everybody walks around on a daily basis thinking, my life is so perfect. I have money, I have cars, I have this and that. What's the point of all of that in your life when you cannot take it with you when you die? I've always said, you can't take your money with you when you die. Your car, your house, you can't take it with you. I drive by a grave site almost every day when I go to work. And those people are dead in the ground. Those people are no longer alive on this earth. And none of their worldly possessions is sitting in the gravesite with them. None of it. No cash, no cars, no house. Not even their dog, not even their spouse or their grandchildren. They're only there if they go and visit once in a while. But nobody is there with them in the ground but themselves. Their spirit has left already. Their bodies are hollow. This is just flesh and bones. This is just meat on a stick, to say the least. There's nothing in this world that should blindfold you so bad that you can't listen to a good word when it's right in front of your face. That's another reason why I know the devil is alive and well. Because the cruelness that comes out of people's mouths, how they react to the word of the gospel, their demeanor, their behavior, and the way they just pass by you like they're better than you. Some things I cannot stand. Cannot stand. Those are still true about me today from the time I was born. Okay? I cannot stand people who won't listen to the good word of Jesus Christ. Now, I don't like people being rude to people out of nothing. I deal with guests, customers, whatever, people on a regular basis in my job. And I try to help them as much as I can, as much as humanly possible. And I pride myself in being a polite person. But when I get mad, I get mad. And that's one thing I'm still constantly trying to work on. And I understand that everybody has their problems. But when you take it out on other people, you just act so rude and nasty. Why? That person did nothing to you. Why can't you listen? Open your ears. What does that say about you? Seriously. Now is not, especially now, when there's sky is changing colors, when the weather's acting crazy, when there's so many things happening in this world right now, between politics, between nature, between spiritual battles, between famine, everything of the coming signs of Jesus Christ's second coming. Now, I wouldn't suggest now being the time that you just keep living your life the way you want to instead of living your life for Christ. Because whether you want to believe it or not, millions of people telling you the good gospel of Jesus Christ, millions of people telling you that, like, you remember hearing about all those wildfires. You remember hearing about all those earthquakes, about all those fishes dying, about all those birds dying, about the sea climbing back, about all those tornadoes, those volcanoes. You think all of that is a coincidence? You think the world's just changing as people want to keep you blinded and say, hey, the world's just changing. Never mind that. It's nothing. You really think that all of those things that are happening out of the blue nowadays, that's just nothing. Really. Jesus Christ is coming very soon. Really. And all of these signs that people are telling you, all of these things that are happening in our world, people getting nastier, if you can imagine that. Even the police that I see on a daily basis are getting more rude. And I know some people have different opinions about police officers. And a part of me still wants to believe that there are some good ones. But I know right now law enforcement people, whoever they may be, are one of the most hated people right now because they follow what their commander says. The commander follows what politics say. Politics follow what the government says. The government follows what... There's always a higher person up, but the highest person up is being a little puppet to everybody. We all know our government is a corrupt system, but there's gotta be some good in the world if the good word of Jesus Christ is still living on in us, who are trying to help you, who are trying to preach it to you, who are trying to get you to open your eyes, who are trying to make you see. Because I've seen some people with some very, very stiff-necked and thick blindfolds on that the devil has them in. The term, your head is in the clouds or your head is in a fog, doesn't nearly justify how thick this blindfold is that the devil has on you. Does not nearly justify it. This is the strongest thing you will ever fight in your life, is fighting against the devil. Because every crack, crevices, person, thing, media, whatever it is you listen to, that people are hanging around with on a daily basis, he will get to you in any single little way. Even if you think it's the smallest little thing. Even if you think it's the most meaningless little thing. That's still a way in. Even if it's a little centimeter big. That is still a way in for the devil. That is still a way in. If you're not paying closer attention, watching more and more what you're doing, you have to pay attention to everything that happens to you nowadays, because it's getting stronger and stronger. And this world is getting more and more and more evil. I see it on a daily basis right now. In my city, when I think things can't get any worse, something else happens. And I'm like, what now? What happened now? What's going on now? Like in my city, for instance, just a couple of weeks ago, it went from hot, cold, raining, hot, cold. It was like a pattern almost. And that is not natural that happens like that. It can't be hot 2 days, cold the next 2 days. I need a sweater this day. I don't need a sweater this day. I need an umbrella this day. That is not normal. That is not nature. That's mankind messing with the weather. Hey, you don't believe me? Look it up. Demons like the coldness of things. Air. Because they are freer to walk around in coldness versus when it's nice and sunny out. I'm not telling you this just... I want you to realize what's happening around you on a daily basis. Like the technology nowadays, all your favorite celebrity nowadays, all these... I know people have heard rumors of clones and reptiles, this and that. There are plenty of people, even on YouTube, plenty of people talking about it. You think they just fathom that out of thin air? That'd be one hell of imagination. Seriously. I know people have... But people don't get these little imaginations just out of human knowledge. They don't get all this smart technology just out of human knowledge. There's someone helping them. There's someone pushing them. Something demonic. Why do you think sometimes your phone turned off for no reason? Or you think you saw something dark in the corner for no... Why do you think these things happen on a constant basis between technology, people, things? It's not just a coincidence. When you think it's a coincidence, there's no such thing as a coincidence. There's always something behind it. Always. I hope that you get in touch with that little thing that's picking at you and saying, hopefully, find out what she's saying. Find out what's going on. Find out what everybody else is saying. Find out for yourself. Because not everybody's going to believe what I'm saying. Not everybody's going to believe what my husband's saying. Not everybody believes what a pastor's saying. Find out for yourself. There's plenty of research right now, even on Google as we speak. There's plenty of knowledge on YouTube. Like, who's a good example? I can't think of any right now at the top of my head. But there are plenty of people out there. You just got to Google them. How do you think people know about entities, spirits, demonic, lizard people, clones? Like Vertex, I think that's his name. He does all these clone videos all the time, yada yada. And every time a celebrity, oh, she's going to rehab, or oh, she went to the hospital, or oh, then their clone broke down, they replaced it. A lot of your celebrities are already dead. Already. Think I'm crazy? Go ahead, look it up. Plenty of people talking about it. But I'm telling you that to look it up for yourself, so you can see with your own eyes. Not the eyes that the devil wants you to look through. Look through your open eyes. I'm not telling you all this just so you can think that, oh, she's crazy or this and that, yada yada. I'm telling you this so you can do your own research. So you can see with your own eyes what I'm talking about. Please do your own research. Come to Jesus Christ before it's too late. Because this is happening very, very, very soon. I know people have been setting dates on when or around when the rapture is going to happen, or when Jesus Christ is going to return. But the one thing we can all agree on is that we are in the season right now. This very much is most likely the year, and it's very much happening very, very soon because all the signs are there for it. Please do not sleep on this. Do your own research. Our Current Reality.